Civil society. Civil society, that's a foreign concept to many people. They don't have an understanding of shared common spaces and appropriate behavior. Some places you'll have no stop signs, and where you'll have pedestrian marks going across the street, motorbikes and cars, they don't stop necessarily just because there's a crossing lane for pedestrians. In fact, I witnessed yesterday, they were beeping. One guy in his car was driving like a bat out of hell and beeping profusely, while a smaller cart transporting food was trying to get across the street, and the upscale BMW just honked and kept driving fast and had no intention of slowing down, and basically was saying get the hell out of the way or get hit in the method and manner by which he was driving. And that type of mentality sadly prevails in societies and nations where there's no traffic laws or regulation, and you'll see it in shared common spaces as well, indoors, where people are smoking and not stopping or considerate of others despite non-smoking signs all around. I learned how to say no smoking in Chinese, and I did so in Shenzhen and Tianjin and Hong Kong, and 80% of the time people would stop smoking on the spot because they knew they were doing wrong and behaving inappropriately. But unless confronted, typically this will not occur. And men smoking in buildings, when their wives kick them out of their apartment or house, they'll go into the hallway or the elevator and smoke rather than going outside. So unfortunately, there's a prevailing culture throughout Asia, do whatever you want. Although I do appreciate and value the freedom of life and expression as it pertains to public health and shared common spaces, there's certainly room for improvement. And I even watch electric bikes blaze out from one trail into the main road and nearly clip the boys, almost clip the girls, and make wide turns and disregard pedestrians like this guy right in front of me right now. Smoking everywhere, everybody's having to breathe in each other's smoke. And yet it's a beautiful campus that I'm walking on. People don't stop for pedestrians, they'll run you over before they stop. We have the right of way on the white lanes, but international community common laws are not necessarily understood by teenagers who have just learned how to use an electric bike and are hormonal and on campus enjoying their lives. So some of these things need to be taught by the family, by the culture, regulated in country, in various cities and communities. Otherwise, such practices will continue unless punished and fined. That's how Singapore has been able to harness and regulate its society, punishing and fining financially wrongdoers and those who smoke outside of designated areas, and those who spit and act vulgar in public and contaminate shared spaces and compromise public health for all. So I applaud Singapore for its achievements in showing Asia and the world what a civilized country looks like, how it can conduct itself and be, and to overcome these limitations and limiting beliefs where some people say it can't be based on culture. That's not true. Singapore has proven otherwise. So people live up to your expectations. It's no different in governments and societies. Learn from Singapore and live well.